A lot of people, they think that all free zones in the UAE are tax exempt. But no, that is not the case. Only some free zones are tax exempt while others are not. In a shocking announcement, the government has made some free zones as taxable and some are still tax free. In fact, apart from this, there is also a lot of confusion among business owners on whether the 9% corporate tax is applicable on profits above 375,000 dirhams or above 3 million dirhams. And let me clarify on this that yes, both the numbers are correct. In certain cases, no tax is levied till the time the turnover of the business is less than 3 million dirhams. Hi everyone, I am Karan Batra and I've been helping people set up companies in Dubai for more than 13 years now. And in this video, I would be talking about the various corporate tax exemptions in the UAE for both free zone companies as well as the mainland companies. First, let's talk about the free zone companies. So, free zone companies, they certainly do have an edge over the mainland companies as certain businesses conducted in certain free zones are tax exempt. These type of exempted business activities in legal terminology are called as qualifying business activities, and companies doing these type of business activities from the free zone area are completely tax exempt. But it is important to note that not all business activities conducted from free zones are tax exempt. Only a certain set of businesses are tax exempt, and the list of qualifying business activities which are tax exempt is displayed on the screen. You can pause the video to read the complete list. But it is important to note that not all free zones are tax exempt. The income is tax free only if your company is registered in certain free zones, which in legal terminology are called as designated free zones. You should check with your free zone authority if your free zone is considered as a designated free zone for the purpose of corporate tax or it is not considered as a designated free zone. If the above free zone exemptions are not applicable to you, or if your company is registered in the mainland, then there is no need to worry, because in that case there is another set of exemption which you can take the benefit of. This benefit is called the small business relief and can be claimed by all free zone companies who are not claiming the free zone tax exemption, and it can also be claimed by the mainland companies. For the people who are not aware about corporate tax in the UAE, there is a 9% corporate tax in the UAE on profits above 375,000 dirhams. However, small businesses can claim the benefit of the small business relief and they will get exempted from paying any corporate tax in the UAE. The small business relief tax exemption basically states that no tax would be levied if the annual sales of the company is less than 3 million dirhams. And thus, this tax exemption is sales based and not profit based. For everybody's reference, profit is computed as annual sales minus the annual expenses. For the purpose of the small business relief, the government would not be looking at the profits of the company, but would be looking at the annual sales of the company to determine if any tax is applicable or not. Till the time the annual sales are less than 3 million dirhams, no tax would be levied in the UAE. Say for example, the turnover of the company is 2.5 million dirhams in a year, and the profit of the company is also 2.5 million, or say let's assume the profit of the company is 2 million dirhams. So the sales is 2.5 million dirhams, the profit is 2 million dirhams, then in such a case as well, no tax would be levied, because for the purpose of the small business relief tax exemption, we are not looking at the profits of the company, we are basically looking at sales of the company. Till the time the annual sales of the company is less than 3 million dirhams, no tax would be applicable even if the profit is more than the threshold, which is 375,000 dirhams. So to summarize, in this example, no tax is getting applicable. However, if in this example, the turnover of the company was more than 3 million dirhams, then 9% tax would be applicable on the profits above 375,000 dirhams. It is important to note here, and I reiterate that in this case, 9% tax would be applicable on the profits above 375,000 dirhams. This is because as soon as the turnover of the company it crosses 3 million dirhams, the company is no more eligible for the small business tax relief, and therefore 9% tax it gets applicable on profits which are above the threshold of 375,000 dirhams. It is important to note here that irrespective of whether the company is liable to pay the corporate tax or not, it is mandatory for all companies to register for corporate tax within 3 months of the date of registration of the company. It is also important to note that irrespective of whether the company is liable to pay tax or not, it is mandatory for all companies to register for corporate tax and file their annual returns. The annual returns are to be filed within 9 months from the end of the financial year. So, if your financial year it ends on 31st December 2024, then you are required to file your corporate tax returns by 30th September 2025. However, if your year, the financial year, it basically ends in April, then you are required to file the returns by December, that is 9 months. For your easy reference, I have summarized all these tax exemptions in this chart. You can pause the video and review these tax exemptions. Apart from this, if you have any other query on which you want me to create a video on, feel free to post it in the comment section below and I'll try to create a video around the topic. Thank you.